Hello and welcome to Excel-Templates.com. This is Steve equals True. Please visit my blog at Excel-Templates.com where you're sure to get the latest posts, tips, tricks, and techniques and learn everything about Excel dashboards. Alright, today is part 2 of our data tables exercise. Excel data tables are rather finicky and funky. They're very difficult to actually customize or do anything specific with. In this instance, we had Kevin who wanted to put text in his data table. He had all these other things that he had in the data table, but he couldn't get text in there. So showed you 2 different ways yesterday in our video that you can kind of fake Excel data tables. One of them was using the spreadsheet as the data table hovering just below the chart. Secondly, we use multi-level categories for the horizontal axis here, and these category labels being multi-level look like a data table, so that was kind of a really cool solution. But there's 2 things that I just really didn't like about that solution. First, you notice that we don't have the data points, so these are 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, and we don't have that value in here when we did it the quick and easy way. And then secondarily, I don't have what this is. Is this the start date or the stop date? I don't know. I know that these are parts or ASM. I'm not sure exactly what this is. I guess it could be part name. These are just weird numbers to me, so we probably want to have part number here. So let me show you an advanced way that we can do to use the same technique to actually create a little bit more detail in here and use this as our new data table. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to go and let's go to a clean sheet. So we've got our data here. First thing I want to do is I want to add these values over here on the right in our data table. So I'm just going to go somewhere in between our text areas and dates and just do an insert of a column. And then from that insert of a column, I'm going to call this, I don't know, let's call it days, because that's how many days it took. I'll center that just to make it a little nicer. Hit my equals sign and equals G2 over there, and then I can copy that down. Alright, so we've now added that into our data area, so that should now show up as a column. So now what I want to do is I am going to just do this in a little bit of a different way. First, I'm going to highlight column G here from G1 to G7. I'm going to go over to my insert ribbon and I'm going to create the 2D column chart with my column button in the chart section. And so there is my 2D whoops, let me undo that. I accidentally clicked on something. Let me make this a little bigger so that you can just kind of see what it's doing. We don't need this legend here, so we can go ahead and delete the legend. Now what I want to do is I want to go up to my design ribbon, and then in the design ribbon, if I've selected my chart, I can click on select data. Alright, so I want to edit the horizontal category axis labels. I'm going to click on edit, and I'm just going to highlight this entire range of A through F and go all the way down to F7 and click on OK and click on OK again. Now let's take a look at this chart because I've made these multi-level categories. We now have one of the things that we wanted to do, which is we wanted the labels. The top one was end date and the second one was start date, then the days, then the parts. So we now have what different types of data are in our table. Now I just need to change one thing though, because you see we still have our 6 data points, but we're missing one of our columns. It sort of shifted them, saying this is what our first column is, our second column. These are just labels. We don't want any data above it because it's actually not the right way it should be. So let's go back up to our design ribbon, and there's a quick and easy fix for this. Click on select data. Once you click on select data, we want to edit this legend entry. Now you see here it says the series name is G1 and the series values are from G2 to G7. If I just change this to G1 and make it match what my data labels are now for my horizontal axis, click on OK, click on OK again. Look at that, it has now shifted it out one, it's added that extra one there, so now we've got 3 parts, an ASM, and then 2 more parts. We have a blank column that's just not showing up over here with our actual horizontal categories for our data table look. So that is a more advanced way that we could create a data table in Excel using multi-level categories. So once again, if we right click on the axis, click up here, you'll see that the axis options are multi-level category labels. So how cool is that? Try and fake something out, and we were able to do it. We've added how many days are actually in each one of these columns, and we've got our categories labeled now for our data table. So I thought that was a pretty cool technique. Hopefully you can use this in your Excel dashboard templates. Once again, thanks for all the likes, everybody, and I really appreciate if you'd sign up for this video channel. Thank you, and talk to you soon.